Jamar, you issued the statement yesterday on Instagram for the apology. Would you like to expand upon it or explain it, why you felt the need to issue the apology?
Just getting it out, just giving a moment to apologize to everybody. I just letting myself get out of control, out of character, basically messing over my name, organization, NFL, and everybody else associated with me. That's pretty much it, though.
Did you know in the moment that it happened? What kind of what kind of happened during the course of that play till that led to you maybe going over the line? You thought?
I ain't gonna get all into detail and all that, but I know, of course.
I think one question that people did have is that you didn't mention Ramsey specifically by name in the apology. Was there any reason for that? Have you reached out to him? Has there been any conversations with Jalen about what happened?
No, we don't have no conversations or nothing like that. I ain't got no way to get in contact with him. So.
What have you thought about being away from the facility over these last 7 days and kind of processing everything that's happened this season you've had up until this point? What have you thought about in the time away that you had?
Shit. I had so much time, I was bored. I mean, I didn't know what to think about everything at that time, you know what I'm saying? So, but it wasn't really one thing I'm thinking about. You know, I'm just trying to watch the game, just worry about my, what I can't control at the end of the day. That's what I'm worrying about for real.
How hard was Sunday having to watch?
It wasn't hard watching the game at the end of the day. It was just, I guess I could finally say I know how Cincinnati fans feel watching the game. It was a little nerve-wracking for me. Usually when I'm in the game, it's not nerve-wracking, but watching it was for me, yeah.
Do you worry this is something that might follow you for a long time?
What might?
The suspension, what led to it?
No, I could care less for real, no.
Is there something you want to prove this week, or is it going to take longer to prove that that's not you? Do you go out there with a different...
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really have nothing to prove of who I am. I mean, either you like me or you don't. I could care less. I'm still going to go for it at the end of the day. I got kids. I got people to take care of, so I could really care less. So I'm going out there, be the same player I am, you know what I'm saying, and play football. At the end of the day, ain't nobody going to stop me from who I am.
How do you kind of is there a certain party that maybe recalibrates how to toe that line? I mean, you've been really passionate. You've gotten in it with guys before. Never really crossed it the way you did on Sunday. Have you kind of thought about how to maybe toe that line the way you want to best? How has that kind of been?
All I can say is there's limits when stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? There's limits. And it's a amount of limits people can control, and they're going to allow. So that's all I can say about that.
How important was the support of not only Zach, but everybody in the locker room to you and getting through what has obviously been a pretty tumultuous and difficult week?
I really didn't have no conversation with nobody because I couldn't. But when I got back, everybody was, pretty much, cheering me on, just glad I'm back and let's get back to work, So it was a lot of positivity going around. So the only person that really had a chance to just text me was like T, checking up on me.
Jamar, you and Joe are having different comebacks of sorts on Thursday night. How excited are you to play with him on Thursday?
It's good to have him back. I'm happy I got my friend back out there. Glad he back. I know he's excited for it. We're not a better game for him to come back and show what he can do.
Did you think he was going to play last week, like from afar when you were watching? Were you like, man, he's going to come back and I'm not going to be there?
No. Nah.
You didn't buy it?
Nah, I didn't. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think he. I know he wanted to play, but I don't think it was time though. But it's still okay though. You know what I'm saying? There's health over wealth.
Is it time now?
I hope it's time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. They gave him another week to relax and get his stuff back under him. So his legs should be feeling good. Feet should be feeling good, and he should be ready.
If we had asked you last Thursday if Joe should have played Sunday, what would you have said?
I could say, can he play? Yes. Would he play? I don't know.
I mean, you've been pretty vocal in the past, like with the calf. You're like, listen, I'd like him to take some time, make sure he's fully 100%. He's still played anyways. How do you feel like he's grown in that regard in terms of maybe knowing when to push, when not to push, and listening to when other people say, hey, it might be best to take some extra time?
At the end of the day, it don't really matter what everybody else had to say about what his situation is because it's a him thing that feels everything that's going on within his body. So having the doctors tell him this amount of weeks that's going on, and if he could play after those weeks are up, at the end of the day, it's still up to him on if his body feels good enough to be in a physical game like that. You know.
How important is it to have the reps with him, in the last few days, and that has to feel good to you overall.
Not really that many reps that I had with him. I think last week was when he had a little bit of a lot more of practicing. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't there for none of it, and probably today will be the first time we really get an opportunity to really connect on some stuff with him and so on. So we'll just see how it goes. I mean, it shouldn't go nowhere.
When you look back at kind of everything that happened in that Steelers game, what's probably, now you got a lot of time to think about, what's the thing you probably regret the most after with how everything went from before, beginning, after?
Messing over my name, like I said.
How tough was that to see that kind of being everywhere and the way that you were talked about, discussed in that way? Was that maybe the toughest part about it?
It's social media. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody gonna say something, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. I keep my pointers on it. I watch it. I see who say stuff, and it is what it is. So I don't really care.
It's something there to keep in the back of your mind moving forward?
No, not at all. No.
Do you think opponents are gonna try to bait you into more of that moving forward?
They already do it. They've been doing it. Ain't nothing new. At the end of the day, I mean, like I said, it's a lot. It's stuff that you gonna allow and stuff that you're not gonna allow. It's a limit to everything.
Looking at Baltimore, it's been a little bit of a odd year for them defensively. They were struggling earlier in the year, starting to kind of find their footing again on the defensive side. What have you seen from them, and how exciting is it for you to get back in a big division Thanksgiving game like this?
Yeah, it's not too. It's really not that much I know about Baltimore right now. Just overall looking at them. I got to get back and watch them a little bit more because I haven't watched them on any games yet on TV or nothing like that. But overall they always have a great defense, great up front, putting pressure, making it hard for the receivers. So we got to do a good job of just creating separation, getting opportunities.
You said there's stuff you'll allow, stuff you
Say it
won't
again?
allow. You said there's stuff you'll allow, stuff you won't allow. I assume Jalen did something that you won't allow.
I'm sure it's probably something like that.
Care to disclose what he did?
Of course not.
Is it verbal? Or is it-
Safe to say, having the back of your teammates is pretty high on your priority list as a captain.
You said having my teammates back?
As a captain,
Yeah.
this team, having their back is pretty.
Pretty sure everybody know I'll be the first one to do something for them. So
Is there a way that being a captain now maybe changes your lens on how these things go? And kind of how your team might need you in a different way than maybe it previously didn't when you weren't captain. Is that something that you calculate at all? Does that matter at all? What's that like? Kind of putting that into that.
I think me getting the captain role is making me a better person than who I am. That's what comes with it. Just because the guys pick me, it makes me grow too, and they helping me grow. So that's what comes with the captain role.
Joe talked about he liked playing on Thanksgiving. Did you ever grow up playing on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, that was always a cool thing. Growing up that in Christmas, so something pretty cool.
Did you have any big memories of watching games growing up as a kid? Guys you liked? Anything y'all did?
No, not really. No, not no great memories like that. No.
Goes back. You're back after a 1-game absence. Do you feel like over the final 6 weeks you guys can go on a run here?
This was just the best opportunity to do it. You know what I'm saying? Messed out on a couple games early in the season, but we got to take advantage of what's in front of us and execute as best as we can.
I've seen
These
you
wins.
talk, I'm sorry,
You
I've
good.
seen you talk a couple of times to Chase Brown, and you guys obviously become really close. What have you appreciated about the way he's grown? Maybe, I don't know, some leadership qualities as well, but what have you appreciated about the way he's attacked the game lately?
Overall, Jake just been good to lean on for the game. Asking questions, coverages when I come to the sideline. Just overall, any tips and details I could get from Jake, he does really good at of helping. And I really do appreciate him for stuff like that.
I'm sorry, Chase Brown.
Okay, Chase Brown. Honestly, man, Chase has been playing incredible this year. Overall, I mean, when I got back to the locker room, I told him how good he played last game. So I just want to make sure I'm positive to him, keep it going, keep that momentum he has, keep building off it, and make the offense better.
What's the biggest thing this team wants to accomplish? Given where y'all at in the record, how many games are left? What do y'all want to go out and do most over these next 6 weeks?
The biggest thing is just pushing for the AFC championship. That's the biggest thing. Trying to win a division as best as we can. We know we played one team already, so we got to get after it. You know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, it's not that many other games we have that's in the way for the division. So the ones that we do have, we got to capitalize on it.
Zach already said yesterday you guys won't have T Thursday night. How much harder? It's not the first time he's missed games. How much harder is it for you when he's not up?
A lot more zone, I would say. There's a lot more zones, and really just six strong when T was in a lot. You know what I'm saying, and played quarters and a lot of two. But now it might be like maybe some man with double if T's not out there. It'll probably play man with everybody else and just double me. Who knows though? So we got wins.
It's really rare that you see star receivers get to stay together, have the relationship together, especially given how that position can go sometimes. Why do you and T get along so well when that's not always the case around the league?
I think it's just because we both not selfish at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? We both know what it takes to be a receiver. We know how hard it is being a receiver. We don't fight over the ball, nothing like that. Even when there's plays that we might mess up on and we know that person getting the ball, we might ended up switching it on accident. So it's never a moment where we both fighting for the ball.
You referenced your teammates in your statement. Did you let that stand, or did you get up in front of the team and say anything?
No, I didn't get in front of the team, nothing like that yet, no.
You say not yet.
No, I didn't do none of that yet or anything.
Thanks, Jamar.